for, sir? What am I?
Don't move! Don't move! Get your hand behind your back! The hand behind your back!
These are the moments when cops accidentally find nationally wanted criminals. Starting with an incident where officers tried to stop a man on a bike after something about him felt off. But what happened next left them stunned.
He's going northbound! He's going northbound! Get on the ground! Cover up! Get on the ground!
On June 22, 2025, around 11:40 a.m. when two Rochester police officers were patrolling on North Clinton Avenue, a man on a bicycle passed them calmly, not doing anything illegal, but something didn't sit right. The officer in the passenger seat looked at the cyclist and told his partner to drive ahead and block him. The driver hesitated and said, "I can't run him over," so they stopped the car. That's when the man looked back and suddenly started running.
Block him, so he can't run.
I can't run the guy over.
Okay.
You better stop.
He's going northbound! He's going northbound!
A third officer nearby ran after him and chased him into a narrow street. Just as the officer tackled him, a loud gunshot went off. The suspect dropped his gun when he hit the ground, but instead of surrendering, he got back up, forcing the officers to react quickly.
Cover up! Get on the ground!
One of the officers fired 3 shots, bringing him down for good. Once it was over, they handcuffed him. Officers quickly called for a trauma kit and started giving medical help right there on the ground.
Everybody slow down. Get traffic blocked at Clinton Clipper.
He's hit here.
Get traffic blocked at...
Okay, we need medical attention for him.
No southbound.
Anyone got medical gear with us?
Car at Carl and Clinton.
That man was Edison Estremera Cohen, wanted for killing David Vasquez earlier that same morning. He had shot him several times behind a drug house. Estremera Cohen was a convicted felon who had skipped his sentencing. After receiving medical treatment, he was charged with murder, attempted murder of a police officer, robbery, and 4 counts of illegal gun possession. One officer was hurt by the muzzle flash, but he survived. In this case, officers went into Walmart for a routine check. While looking around, one officer spotted a woman who looked strangely familiar. He approached her to ask for ID, but what happened next turned a simple walkthrough into complete chaos. It happened on August 14, 2023, inside a Walmart in Brooklyn, Ohio. Officers were there on a routine patrol, just walking through the store to keep an eye on things. But in one of the aisles, something made one officer stop. He saw a woman standing near the shelves. She wasn't acting suspicious, but her face looked familiar, like he had seen her before. That woman was Shanaja Jones. The officer wasn't completely sure it was her, so he quietly walked over to ask for her ID. But as he approached, she suddenly took off running without any warning. Jones sprinted down the aisles, pushing past shopping carts and startled customers. The officer shouted stop, but she didn't even slow down.
Stop! Turn around!
Moments later, near the front of the store, officers finally caught up to Jones. She was tackled to the ground and handcuffed. Once they confirmed her identity, it all became clear they had just arrested a nationally wanted murder suspect.
Can I get my cousin on, man?
Don't move!
As the chaos unfolded, another person later identified as Walter Robinson Jr. tried to sneak out through the front doors. He was moving fast, hoping to disappear into the crowd, but officers spotted him just in time and stopped him at the exit. Robinson was immediately detained.
Get on the ground! On the fucking ground! On the ground now! Right now! On your belly! On your belly! Hands behind your back!
Shanaja Jones was charged with murder, felony assault, stalking, and obstruction. Walter Robinson Jr. was charged with obstruction and aiding a fugitive. It started as a simple walkthrough, but ended with the surprise arrest of 2 dangerous suspects inside a Walmart. In the next case, a sheriff's deputy stopped a truck that simply looked out of place, no speeding, no chase. But inside that vehicle was a man wanted on serious felony charges. And what the deputy uncovered next was far more disturbing than he ever expected.
Now! Pull into the parking lot!
On October 10, 2022, Hillsborough County, Deputy Jonathan Pazmino Alvarez had just finished another call in Tampa when he noticed a white pickup truck. It wasn't speeding, but something about it didn't feel right, so he decided to pull it over.
These not your car? Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Is this?
Yeah.
Alright, step out of the car.
No, it's not like that.
Step out of the car, bro.
Inside the truck were two young kids, a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, sitting quietly in the back seat. The man driving looked calm and didn't seem suspicious. But when the deputy asked for ID, one of the kids looked at him and said, "That's not my dad."
Give me the car, please. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
At that moment, everything made sense. Just minutes earlier, a father had run up to nearby officers, shouting that someone had stolen his truck with his kids still inside. The deputy realized that he had stopped the kidnapper.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Without wasting a second, the deputy pulled out his gun, ordered the man to come out of the truck, and safely got the kids out. The suspect, Kevin Smith, was arrested right there on the spot.
Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Kevin Smith was charged with grand theft auto and 2 counts of felony kidnapping. Because of one alert deputy and one brave child, 2 lives were saved before their father even lost sight of the truck. In the next case, another wanted criminal inadvertently brought law enforcement right to him when a routine traffic stop took the wrong turn. What started as just a tail light check ended with decades of secrets unraveling on the side of a quiet highway. Officers in Lafayette, Georgia, pulled over a vehicle during a standard traffic enforcement patrol. Everything about the stop felt normal. The driver was calm, polite, and cooperative.
Okay.
Take this off, Lauren.
Send me with the...
But as one officer returned to the squad car and ran the man's license through the system, what came back didn't match the man's relaxed demeanor.
Call me.
Alright.
An active murder warrant from 1994 in Atlanta. The man had been living under the radar for decades, his past buried in a cold case file. But today it resurfaced. The officer, staying calm, played it cool. He asked a few more questions, delaying, buying time. Then the cuffs came out. The man didn't resist, but the look in his eyes said it all. He knew the past had finally caught up. He was immediately taken into custody. Authorities confirmed his identity as the suspect in a 1994 Atlanta homicide. A case that had once gone cold just got its most important break, thanks to a routine traffic stop. In the next case, it started with a missing license plate in Atlanta, just a routine stop. But seconds later, the driver hit the gas and turned a quiet street into a war zone. What he was hiding left even the officers stunned.
Step up. That's fine. Step up. Step up. Put the car in park.
It began when Atlanta police noticed a gray Dodge Charger with no license plate and illegal window tint. They initiated a stop, suspecting just a minor violation. But the moment the officer walked up and requested identification, things got tense.
Yes, man. When I type in this, come back clear, but you have the ID on yourself?
The driver, Taj Howard, had multiple active felony warrants, but at first he seemed calm. But the moment the officer asked him to step out, Howard hit the gas. He sped off, leading police on a high-speed chase through narrow city streets. Moments later, he crashed the car, jumped out, and ran off on foot.
I'm going to tell you for now till we figure out who you are, all right? Turn around. Step up.
Bro, I'm not
Step up. Hey, what's up? Hey, bro.
Officers sprinting across streets and shouting commands. He was fast, desperate, and dangerously unpredictable. Despite repeated warnings, he kept running until officers finally caught up and tackled him to the ground.
Stand up! Stand up!
Even then, he fought back hard, resisting arrest with everything he had. It took multiple officers to take him down, wrestle his arms behind his back, and get him into cuffs. After the arrest, Howard was treated for minor injuries, booked, and quickly turned over to the FBI. The officer who initiated the stop had no idea that he was about to help capture a fugitive on the FBI's radar.
Mr. Smith, go ahead and have a seat back in the car for me.
In the next case, a pair of deputies were just checking a suspicious vehicle parked behind a Florida business. But as the man inside stepped out, They realized they were staring at someone far more dangerous than they imagined.
You're good. Okay. All right. Hands up. Thank you. Driver's license, registration, insurance.
Okay.
Thank you. You got any weapons?
The deputies calmly approached the vehicle. A man in a hoodie stepped out, seemingly cooperative, but something about him felt off. One deputy asked for his name.
Tell you what, I didn't know.
Sorry, I asked you that earlier if you had any weapons in the
didn't
vehicle.
know.
You told me
But-
no, and now
No.
you said I could have a gun. I don't know.
Okay, but I don't-
Ma'am, you get back in.
Okay.
You get back in. We're gonna deal with you one at a time.
Okay, you're fine, you're fine, you're
You
fine.
want both of them back there? All right. Walk back here.
He said Samuel but couldn't recall his birthday. The ID didn't match. His story kept changing, and that's when the second officer stepped closer, hand slowly moving toward his cuffs. The man tried to stall, but the deputies weren't buying it anymore.
Put your hands behind your back.
All right. All right.
Stop
I'm not
fucking
moving.
pulling
I'm
from
not
me,
pulling
okay?
nowhere.
Hey, back the fuck up.
Stay back.
You
Stay
don't
back.
fucking.
They told him to turn around. He hesitated for a moment, then finally did. But what the officers didn't know was that they had just caught someone on the FBI's most wanted list.
Thumbs over your head.
Hang on. Alyssa, do you have someone you can call to come pick you up? Is this your phone in your vehicle? Okay.
Yes, my ring there. Who do I call? Who do I call?
The man was William Troy Stone, a fugitive from Missouri wanted for sex crimes against children, armed criminal action, and failing to register as a sex offender. He had been on the run for months. Thanks to the alert deputies who followed their instincts during a simple check, the U.S. Marshals finally closed in on one of the nation's most wanted. After years of evading justice, his luck ran out on a quiet Florida road. Fields is now in custody, facing federal and state charges that could keep him behind bars for the rest of his life. In the next case, Atlanta officers boarded a MARTA bus for what seemed like a simple fare evasion call. But hidden in plain sight was a man who'd been running from justice for nearly 2 decades. And no one on that bus had any idea what was about to happen next.
Hey, right now on the road down.
Yeah.
That's the bus. White t-shirt. Backpack. Bigger gun.
The bus was already pulled over when the officers stepped in, calm, composed until they made eye contact with one man. The officer asked him to step off. He didn't resist.
Right now on the road down.
Yeah.
That's the bus. White t-shirt. Backpack. Bigger.
The man provided a name, but officers weren't convinced. They pulled him aside, asked again. That's when he quietly whispered a different name, one that set off a red flag in the system.
I got him.
As soon as they ran his information in the system, they found a terrifying result. The man was Richard Stokes, wanted in a 2004 cold case involving aggravated child molestation. His DNA had matched the crime scene back in 2004, but he had disappeared before charges were filed. Now, almost 20 years later, officers had him standing right in front of them on a random MARTA bus.
Come find the company. We have him detained. Give us a name.
He was arrested without incident, but the officers had just solved one of the state's coldest and most haunting cases. Thanks to a routine ID check and quick instincts, Atlanta PD didn't just arrest a fugitive. They gave long overdue justice to a victim who had waited half a lifetime to be heard.
Being transmitted to low. Guys, I need the name confirmation. Andy, we was asking you for the name.
I haven't seen where's he did the birth.
Randy Ball.
In the next case, what started as a routine traffic stop took a dark turn the moment officers opened the trunk, because what they discovered inside flipped the entire situation, turning a minor stop into a major federal arrest.
Hello, sir. I'm Officer Murphy of Moline. The reason why I'm stopping you is you swerved into oncoming lanes a couple times. You're kind of swerving in between different lanes.
I ain't mean to do that.
Okay. And then, like, when you turned that corner, like, you almost clipped me because you came into, like, my lane.
I saw you.
Officers pulled over a vehicle during a standard patrol in Lake County, expecting nothing more than a traffic violation. The driver seemed calm and cooperative.
You said you don't have your driver's license on you?
Nah, I got him though. I'm valid though.
What's your first name?
Randy. R-A-N-D-Y. I'm trying to find this for you, man. I got you. 1 second.
But as protocol dictated, officers conducted a trunk search, a brief glance behind the scenes, and that's when everything changed.
It's peaceful. Hey, don't do that, man. How you doing that?
What?
How you do that?
What do you mean? How'd I pop it?
Shit. I've been at it like 9 months.
That's kind of a cool pop, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been at it like 9 months.
Inside the trunk were several sealed packages, each wrapped and labeled like traffic stop evidence. When officers unwrapped them, they found large quantities of illegal narcotics and several firearms tucked away under luggage.
I've been at it like 9 months. It is peaceful. It is. Take my time doing.
Have you ever been arrested before?
A million times, man.
For what?
Probably weed, goofy ass, miscellaneous ass, shit like that.
Do you have a FOID card?
The driver immediately became nervous. He stuttered, changed his story, tried claiming he wasn't aware.
We'll figure all of it out here in a second, okay? End of the day, I'm not trying to take you to jail.
Boss, man.
Okay, I just gotta figure everything out. We'll talk about some stuff, okay?
Yes,
go on, put your hands on.
Backup was called. More units arrived. The trunk contents were overwhelming enough to trigger federal weapons and drug trafficking charges. It was no longer just a traffic stop. Officers realized they had stumbled on someone far more dangerous than they'd expected.
I'm fine, bro.
There's a gun in the back. You try to run it.
Okay. Stop.
Why'd you try to run, dude? That's just dumb.
The driver was arrested on charges of possession with intent to distribute controlled substances, unlawful possession of firearms, and being an armed habitual offender. What began as a simple series of tail lights and traffic signals ended with federal arrest paperwork and seized contraband.
Take my shoes off? You want to take them off?
We're okay right now. I'll come talk to you in a second, okay?
All right.
Felonies?
Nothing in there.
In the next case, what started as a simple speeding violation suddenly erupted into chaos.
Stop reaching in your bag. Hey, stop reaching. Stop reaching in your bag. Hey. Hey.
On January 6, 2024, officers in Ohio clocked a vehicle going 57 km/h in a 35 zone. That alone was reason enough for a stop, but as they approached the car, they noticed something else. The front seat passenger, 18-year-old lady, wasn't wearing her seatbelt.
Window down. All right, ma'am. Rolling around without a seatbelt.
When officers asked her for ID, she immediately became defensive, refusing to provide her full name. The driver tried to protect her by rolling up the windows and locking the doors, ignoring commands from officers. Things quickly went downhill from there.
Actually, do I even have to give my ID?
No, you don't have to.
You
give
do.
Nothing. You don't
Yeah,
have
I'm
to
saying, I really don't have to give actually.
You do. Hey, Tom, she's still going to refuse. All right, step out of the car, Al.
No, sir.
Why?
Step out of the car.
No, sir.
Why will I be...
Step out of the car, you're going to lose your window.
Officers warned they would break the window. Eventually, the teen stepped out but began resisting. She kept reaching into her bag despite multiple warnings, raising officer safety concerns.
Step out.
I am, even though,
Bro,
okay.
Hold on.
Make sure you record. Make sure you,
No,
because I record.
Stop.
Step out.
Call my mom and
Hey.
record.
Stop reaching in your bag. Hey, stop reaching. Stop reaching in your bag.
As more officers arrived, the situation escalated further. The male driver was also pulled from the car after ignoring commands. Both teens began yelling, accusing officers of arresting them without cause, claiming they were being mistreated.
Being detained for?
Stop.
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for? Record! What am I being detained for?
No, sir. Sir.
I got you covered.
What am I being detained for?
A taser. Y'all.
What am I...
The tension only eased after both were restrained and separated. Officers later found marijuana and a stun gun in the back seat, both tied to the female suspect.
Step out. Step out.
I'm a minor.
I don't care. Step out. You're in a vehicle. Step out.
I'm a minor.
Step.
Stop! I'm a minor!
Step out. I don't care. You keep reaching in that bag. It's an officer safety thing.
That's literally...
Your mommy if you want.
Mom!
Stop.
The female teen was charged with obstructing official business, later amended to disorderly conduct, resulting in 30 days jail time, 28 suspended, and a $25 fine. The male driver faced similar charges and received the same sentence. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories like this. And if you haven't seen it yet, watch this video. When police blunders lead to tragedy.